welcome to another homeschool piece video. This isn't a tutorial or a training video though. This one is just for busy moms, dads, grandmas, whoever is homeschooling the little guys. And this is just about a time-saving file, and that's it. I didn't create any of these. It's just the time-saving aspect of it that I'm talking about in this video. Now, you've probably seen these all over the internet. I've had this file for years. I downloaded it for one of my little children and used it a few times just to learn the different words that start with each letter. However, as I'm getting ready to use it for another child, I decided to use it both for, well, I guess three things. Seeing the different words that start with the letter. So that's one. Second use, coloring, of course. So they can get their fine motor skills done, trying to get the little lines. I decided to use it for a third purpose this year as I'm preparing these for my next child. I decided to use it for writing practice while they're doing their fun coloring and learning different words. However, this is the original font that comes with these sheets. And this font for the letter A, of course, is very popular in books, movies, when you type things in on your computer with the auto font, you know, just in your web searches, this A will likely come up. However, if you're like me, this is not the A that I teach my children to write. So this would be good for recognition. However, I wanted to use this one sheet for three things, and I couldn't use it for writing practice with that font. So I changed it. I just did a little copy and paste, found an A that I do like and an A that I will teach my children to write, which of course is just circle, stick. So that's that letter, A. So it's the same sheet. And just so you know, I did not make these sheets. As I said, if you're a homeschooling mom, dad, grandma, auntie, uncle, you may have seen these all over the internet. I think the first place I saw it was on Pinterest, and clicked the link and it took me to a different place that I found the other letters. They're scattered all over various websites, too many for me to name right now. But I think the very first place I personally saw it was on Pinterest years ago. So I didn't make these. I don't actually know who made these because there's no copyright or website or anything at the bottom of the page. But I do love them because they are simple. The pictures are big and it's just very clear. And when you're dealing with young learners, you don't want a whole lot of complicated stuff for them. So I did not make these, but I changed the A to make this a 3-function page so that they can learn words that start with a letter. They can get their coloring practice to practice their dexterity and their fine motor skills. And the third function that I wanted this sheet to be was to practice with their little cute hands, tracing with their finger first the shape of the letter, and then of course getting their crayon, pencil, marker, whatever, and practicing how to write each letter. And I do not teach my children this font. I teach them this font. So I did that. Then the other letters that I want to tell you about, on the original sheet, this is what the letter I looks like. Now, I do not like this I because it looks like a lowercase l. Now, of course, they have to learn recognition so that when they are reading books, when they are reading instructions in their games, when they are on the computer, they will know that this can be an uppercase I. But of course, when they're little, when they're in preschool, when they're 2, 3, 4 years old, this is confusing. So on this original sheet, this is what the uppercase I looks like. And I don't like it for that reason, because it looks like a lowercase L. So all I did is the same sheet. Sorry, on the camera you're seeing the other sheets here. It's the same sheet, and again, I didn't make these. All I did was did a little copy and paste an I that I do like to teach my little children how to write on top of it. So that's the I. I also found this one before I did my little copy and paste. This one is a little busy for me. It's not bad, especially for when they get a little older, like preschool 2 or kindergarten. But for preschool 1, I probably wouldn't give them a page that was this busy, but it does have the I written somewhat closer to how I would teach them to write it. And then this is just cursive I. So, you know, as a preschooler, 3-year-old, they're not going to know what that is, but they could possibly learn recognition of it. So that's the I. The other letter that I modified, well, I didn't modify it, but this is the J. Now, a lot of people are fine with this J. I particularly don't like it. I like the J with the top. So in the file that I'm finally going to get to at the end of this video, I found this sheet, which is from, let's see if the camera can focus in on that, worksheetdigital.com, which I didn't go directly to that website to find this. I just did a web search. But none of these worksheets are ones that I created. I just found them over on the internet. So this is the original J from these sheets, who I do not know who created these sheets. This J does not have a top. I prefer this J when I'm teaching my preschoolers, the J with the top. I do not like the umbrella stick J for my preschoolers with no top, just an umbrella stick. Well, of course, recognition is important, so they do need to know that when they see this on signs, on toys, in books, that this is also a J. But when I'm teaching them to actually write, I put the top on the J. All right, so that is the J. The other letter, the original sheet, again, these, I didn't make these, they're scattered all over the internet. This is the Q, which some people are perfectly fine with this Q. I don't like it because, again, for my preschoolers, this looks like a 9. And for recognition, again, when they get older, they will have to know that if they see this in a book with a Q next to it, they will have to know that this is not 9. It's not 9UACK. It is QUACK, and it's the word quack. So when they get older, they will have to know that some fonts in books, on their, their play tablets, on whatever, this font will be for a Q. However, for my preschoolers, this is confusing and it looks like a 9. So just did a little copy and paste, and I changed it to the Q with a little stick. Then it's completely obvious that this is a lowercase q. And just a little side note, I had to change the question mark because my little copy and paste covered a part of the original question mark. So, but that's fine. So I had to replace the question mark, and this is how I prefer to teach my preschoolers Q. And this is just another one that I found. It's a little squiggly. This one, it's a little bit better because it does have that bottom. It's not how I prefer to write lowercase q, but at least it's different. It doesn't look like it doesn't quite look like a 9. So this is not too bad. But as I was saying, this video is not about me telling you about these awesome worksheets for preschools that I created. It's more of a time saver for you as a mom, as a homeschooling dad. So what I did was, since these are just scattered all over the internet, and I've been collecting these for a few years now, what I did was I combined them all into one PDF, so that instead of downloading 26, 27, 29, I know there are 26 letters in the alphabet, but I have 3 eyes. So instead of downloading each sheet separately and clicking print 30 times, if you would like, you could just email me with the email address down below in the description, and I will send you the file that I have combined over the years of all of them, so that you only have to open one file. We'll download one file from my email that I will send you. Click print once instead of 30 times, and that's it. So that's what this video is for, just to tell you that if you would like this combined PDF file that I've been collecting over the years, well, of files that I've been collecting over the years, just send me an email and I will shoot that over to you. Time savings tips are always helpful for the busy homeschooling mom, especially if you're homeschooling multiple children. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Have a spectacular day. I am here. It's a very sunny day today, so I might just go sit outside for a little bit. All right. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.